So if I were to ask you, who are you? What would you reply? Would it be hotelier, travel industry professional, some other title? What about who you are at your core? And how are you feeling? Not the generic answer, and busy isn't a feeling. But how are you really feeling? In Western society, we have been trained to be somewhat accepting of taking time off for physical therapy, but completely devaluing our mental wellness. So how does that make any sense? 14 years ago, I fell into a really deep depression. It was riddled with panic and paranoia. Every minute was filled with anxiety up until the glass of red wine I had for dinner. There was no way I felt comfortable going to my boss to get help around my feelings. And I certainly didn't want her to think that I couldn't do my job. I was not given any indication that my health or happiness was a priority. So much so that I was terrified to take a sick day, even on a day when my panic was so intense that I passed out in the shower and hit my head. When I came to, my first thought was to keep getting ready for work. Why? Because revenue is the goal. And I was responsible for increasing it. And if I didn't do that, I was no longer valuable. Within the past 3 years, some of you have felt the pain of furlough, of downsizing, the concern about where the next paycheck is coming from. Or others got the non-negotiable pay cut for the courtesy of keeping your job. If you weren't questioning who you are outside of your job title before, it likely came center stage during the pandemic when all of our professional lives were turned upside down.
You deserve more. But first, you have to realize that you're worthy of it. And that takes a mindset shift.